Well, here we are on Terrific Tuesday, and we are in distance learning. Yesterday, you did a whole bunch of stuff with squares. And you know what? When I think of squares, it makes me think of a great song from a long time ago, long before you were going to be around. This is back from kind of like my heyday, called It's Hip to Be Square. Seriously. It's hip to be square. Square. Man, that was great dance music there on that one. However, that was kind of dated. And then I thought, oh, you know what else is really square? Square dancing. Have you ever square danced? Let me show you a little bit about what this looks like. Okay. Notice all the ladies usually have pretty, fluffy kind of skirt, and usually you have couple on each side, so you have 8 people and you do different moves and dancing around, and oh, you know what though? It's pandemic time. We can't exactly do anything like this because, this would violate every rule of social distancing. Ugh. Well, that took all the fun out of that. I guess we have to abandon that idea. And instead, today, what you are going to do is a Desmos activity that gets you into understanding what a square root is. So, yesterday, when we were finishing up, and I said, hey, memorize all these perfect squares, the real important part of it is because now I want you to understand that we need a way to go backwards, kind of from the area of a square. So let's say we had a square that happened to be something like 49. And if we started thinking about all those Cheez-Its again, by the way, I ate so many Cheez-Its today. I was totally full by 10 o'clock this morning. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pretty sad looking row. Okay. 7 by 7. Okay. That would give you a square with area 49. We'd have 49 Cheez-Its to make a 7 by 7 square. When we go from the area going backwards to figure out what that is, it's not really dividing. It's a different kind of function. And that's what I'm going to have you work on and explore today. So when you look, after you get done with the video and take your attendance, then there's going to be a link to a Desmos activity. And it looks really long, and don't panic. I only want you to do the first 10 slides, okay? 10 slides. So you'll start with this first screen. There's nothing to do here. It just says, meet Blue. He's a perfect square with integer side lengths. Integer meaning a whole number that could be really positive or negative, but we're measuring, so we're going to call it positive in a sense. Okay, so whatever this is, it's a square, so maybe it's 3 by 3. Maybe it's 10 by 10. We don't have all of the grid drawn in there, so we don't know yet. On screen number 2, you're going to do some investigating. It says drag the red point and then explore the relationship between the side and the area. So play around with this. You can see how it moves around. Kind of cool beans there. In 3, it wants you to describe then what do you notice after you've gone through all of that. Here, it's going to ask you to do some prediction about how long each side is. Okay, I'll ask you a question because now we're going to start introducing you to this word called the root, the square root. And it has a special symbol that looks like this. And if you can envision, it's the area of a square, and you're trying to find what are the dimensions of the sides. 7 might be a little confusing. It's going to say drag 6 blue dots. That means once I start moving this guy to where the correct number value is for the square root of 81, there's going to be another one there to keep going. All right, and you'll check your answers there. Level 8 has a table. When you get to 9, you have to group all the matching things together. So for example, on my screen, the way it was set up here is I see the regular integer 6. I see the square root of 36. I know that if I have a square of 36, it's 6 by 6. So I want to put these two together. So just kind of overlap them and they'll start making a card. You have to find the picture. So you'll see there are all these different kinds of pictures in here that you have to see, and I'm messing this all up, that you have to group together to make a chunk. You're going to have a whole number, you're going to have a square root symbol, and you'll have a picture. Put the three together that make one group or one card, and that's it for today. Alrighty, getting used to square roots. All right, here you go. Good luck. Happy Desmos exploring, and may the force be with you.